Alan Pardew has reaffirmed that West Bromwich Albion do not have the scope to bring in a player of Troy Deeney's stature unless Jonny Evans is sold. The West Brom boss said there has been no communication from either Manchester City or Arsenal since both clubs checked on Evans earlier in the window. Pardew has plans in place should an acceptable bid be received, but underlined West Brom have little room for manoeuvre on signings in the event Evans stays. West Brom defender Jonny Evans, left, is wanted by both Manchester City and Arsenal. Alan Pardew could move for Watford captain Troy Deeney if the club agree to sell Evans. The club's move for Ali Gabr, an Egyptian centre-back, is likewise contingent on Evans leaving, but Pardew is pleased with the Northern Ireland international's application and would be happy to keep him. From my point of view there's been no bid, so there's nothing to discuss, Pardew said. We have scenarios that are going to time out if we don't get a bid for Jonny that's acceptable for Jonny and for us. Jonny hasn't seen me this week, so I'm in the dark a little bit. I'm not bothered about seeing him. We haven't had a bid. So in terms of our plans to use that money, if it was to come in the door, the time is ticking away, and that concerns me a little bit more. Pardew was speaking ahead of West Brom's visit to Everton on Saturday. He's been terrific in and around the training ground. He has a core mentality about this thing. Other players I've experienced in the past, their emotions get the better of them. You have to remind them you're letting the team down, but I've never had to do that with Jonny on Deeney. Pardew said that caliber of player can only come if you have the finance to do it. I think it's well documented that we don't really have any finance to do anything regarding a player of that stature unless there's a transfer out. On the transfer front we're making inquiries on a number of players. Most of it is being taken by Nicky Hammond. That's his job. So I don't always know what he's doing. I just want to know what's coming in the door and going out the door.